You don't want to start that. What's up, Coach? How are you?
I just wanted to see.
How you doing, Coach?
I just wanted to see.
Nah,
Coach, how are you?
I wouldn't be testing.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Hold on,
Strapping young
Holy
man.
hold on.
shit.
I believe the general manager is here as well, right? Can he come up? Holy shit! I just got. Ladies and gentlemen, general manager of Tennessee Titans, Mike Borgonzi. Hey, Paisan, I assume. I don't want to guess too much. Are you Paisan? Is it Borgonzi? Paisan, grazie, Borgonzi. Okay, I don't want to do too much. So people that don't know, off of the set here, there's just windows here at the stadium. So we can't see anybody's face. So I can at least. I don't know about everybody else. So people are walking by and I'm just seeing silhouettes. I'm trying to guess. And I scan this thing and then I see a mountain of a human being over here. It looks like The Rock and it's like, holy shit. That's Bob Saleh.
Yep.
So thank you so much for coming. Mike, you as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Congrats on the gig down there in Tennessee. You go back to San Francisco. Is it a fall back in love with football situation? Recalibrate perspective situation? How would you describe kind of that whole thing from head coach of Jets back to DC, now head coach again? How do you kind of calibrate it all?
Obviously so much respect for San Francisco, and I've said it before. It's a championship organization, championship ownership. Kyle Shanahan is a championship head coach. John Lynch, the entire outfit is a championship outfit. And for me, it was more about going back to a place that one I recognize as a championship organization after being a head coach, because I felt like it would help me just kind of recalibrate, maybe see something that I may have missed the first time around as a D coordinator. Having the empathy of Kyle and the chair that he's in, and understanding the decisions he's making to help me piece the puzzle a little bit better together, and so that if I did get another opportunity, which thank goodness, and I appreciate you, Mike.
Grazie.
I do. I feel like I was preparing myself to bring more to the table.
We've seen a lot of quarterbacks get their second chance and obviously go at it. There's a lot that comes across the table whenever you're a head coach that maybe you don't get to see. What do you think you are kind of better suited for now with Tennessee as opposed to the first time you get to New York? New York, we followed along from outside. I'm sure you heard us follow along. Seems like there's always a lot of shit. You don't have to say that. Started in 1977. They drafted a blind guy.
Yeah.
And that's why the medical thing, Borgonzi, you know their history. Yeah, so the Jets actually drafted a guy blind, one eye, and then the next year they made it like, hey, we got to at least see the medicals on everybody. That's kind of how the combine all came together. So that's 1977 Jets all the way through. Okay, everything
Plateau
else.
since.
So, and obviously you're there, and we all watch it, especially with how many people it is. What comes across your desk that you go, wow, I did not expect to have to deal with this, or I did not want to deal with this? And how do you think that kind of changes for you now in Tennessee with the Titans organization?
I think it's just all encompassing, like I've said it a few times that there's no handbook to the first time that you ever do anything. I'm sure your first episode is not nearly as good as it is now.
Oh yeah, it was terrible.
It was so bad.
But you know,
so bad.
So you just
bad, Bob.
you learn.
We're actually waiting for people to bring that up and hang it over our heads.
But you learn through your experiences, and I'm grateful for the opportunity that I had in New York. There was a tremendous learning experience, just dealing with all the different things that come to your plate as a head coach. And there's a lot of things that happened throughout the tenure that there is no, like I said, there's no preparing for them. But I could say that I'm very confident in saying that I'm more prepared now than I ever was, and excited to take what I learned in New York and apply it to this new opportunity.
We can't wait to watch in the AFC South. Hope you win every game, but a couple of them. So
We just want to see you smile again.
And we do. It felt like you lost your happiness over there. You saw it, you felt it, and you were living it. So we're happy to see you back. We do love that. And for you, Paisan, obviously Saleh is a name that was up in the head coaching, like for this coaching cycle.
Yeah.
Harbaugh becomes available. Obviously, that becomes like, hey, we're doing that. Cleveland, Kevin Stefanski, his name pops up. He gets a job immediately. I don't think I expected that, but after talking to Matt Ryan, it felt like he did. His name immediately going, what was it about him that makes you think now is the perfect time for him to be the Tennessee Titans head coach? And what is kind of the sell for what this next version of the Tennessee Titans is in your eyes?
Yeah, I mean, I've obviously had so much respect for Robert here. The first opportunity we played him when I was in Kansas City was that 19 Super Bowl, and just seeing the way he put together that defense and the energy that they play with, the guys loved playing for him, right? So you could feel his leadership. Even just watching TV sometimes, right, on the sidelines, like the guys loved them. And you can hear it from the players. Yeah. The players will tell you throughout the league. So, for us, we wanted to, when we went through that head coaching process, is like, we need a leader in here, like a guy that can just take command of this place, that has a presence, that has a football mind. And the more, we never worked together before, but the more that, we did our research and when we finally brought Robert in here, he was exactly what we're looking for in terms of that.
Tell me about Cam Ward, because obviously Callahan was talking about how he's talking shit to somebody while I'm giving him a play call, and then we watched him against the Colts. There's a couple throws that he makes that it's like, I don't know how many humans can make that throw. Season goes the way it goes. Tell me about the future with Cam, and how do you think, Coach here and him are going to get along? I think perfect personality traits for each other, it feels like.
I think it's going to be a perfect match, and then bring Brian Dable in here too as the OC. But Cam, you can see that we got the baldest.
Yeah, I saw it.
I saw that. 22 coaches, all bald.
Feels like you guys are kind of harassed, but I don't want to get into it.
You can see. I got to shave my head here.
Yes, man.
Should.
Hey, you guys. Hey,
buy-in.
AFC South. I think that thing has to go. I think that is something to think about. We haven't had it in 11 years. I don't know about you guys. I think more recently than us.
Yeah.
But tell me a little bit about Cam Ward and the vision, because we think he's an incredible talent. I got a chance to chat with him a couple different times. I like the way he is. What are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you see the physical traits and the throws that he makes, and everything that we gathered from watching him at Miami, Washington State, and doing all the research on him. The dude is wired right. He is a competitor. He loves football, just loves everything about it. He's in the office all the time watching tape, and it's even like going back to when we first got him at that rookie mini camp. I walked in at like 5:15 in the morning, and I see the lights on in there, and he's in there. He's got the whole group in there watching tape. And this isn't like fake, and he wasn't like wanting attention for this. The guys gravitate towards him and that leadership ability. And then just getting into the season last year, I think it was great, even though, the losses were there. But you saw him get better throughout the season, even though we were losing those games. But you saw the talent. And, I think the vision here is going to be great with Coach Saleh and Dable.
$98 million, I think.
What's that?
Is that the number? $98 million?
$98 million?
Yeah. Is that what you guys have?
Oh, for cap space.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
most in the league.
98.9, more like 99.
Sorry, 99 million. Sorry, I'm sorry. I screwed you out of a veteran min. I got you out of
That's accurate.
a veteran min.
Yeah, a little more than that, but yeah.
So up over 100. You're up over 100 million?
It's close to that, yeah. It's
Okay,
close, yeah.
So obviously dynamics are interesting, head coach and general manager. They always talk about alignment, okay? I assume because of who he is, with the amount of respect everybody holds, we're all on the same page. Spending $100 million while also having a draft, that's quick turnaround time, right? Is that the envision, the mindset? And what do you think the city of Nashville needs to get the Titans, on top as a whole, in your eyes?
Yeah, I mean, we're certainly going to attack both acquisition periods here. And I think that you have to say discipline to your process, too. You're still trying to build a team and a locker room and a culture, and you do that through the draft. And we're certainly going to, have our hand in free agency as well, too, here. And there's going to be some great opportunities to add some players in free agency. But really through the draft is really where you have to build that foundation initially. And Robert's been through it before, and I've been through it in the past. And you want to build it right, you got to build it through the draft.
Robert, you think about putting Jelly Roll at wide receiver?
Ooh.
You can come out to practice. We'll give him a shot.
The city is awesome, dude.
Oh no, I've heard nothing but great things, especially for raising a family, man. I can't wait.
Dude, it is littered with talent, obviously. The nicest people, and they love ball. I mean, look what happened with Vandy. Vandy got going down there, and the entire city was like, yep, we love Vandy now. It's like, I think they're yearning for a great football team. When Vrabel leaves, I think they all felt like that was their connection to Vrabel was the city's connection to the team. I feel like they're going to really like your mentality, your attitude. Have you been in Nashville? Have you got to experience Nashville? How has it been?
I've never been to Nashville. This is going to be my first go around. Obviously, when we played, but I hide in a hotel room anyway. But we're excited. My wife, my kids are all excited. They're chomping at the bit to get down there. So
how many kids again?
8. 8 blessings. Man.
Jeez. Still going?
She gets me when I'm sleeping.
Not a bad deal.
I have a daughter who's 2.5, and I got a boy on the way. When I see people, I mean, he's got 4, I believe. Phil's got 4 kids. I'm like, how? I don't know how you just badass wife, badass.
She runs it.
100%. That's what a starting basketball, which I assume they will be. We got a starting basketball team. We're going to almost have a starting 11 out there, and the city of Nashville is going to love you. Yep. If you can get the Titans to be great down there, It is a beautiful thing. Connor has a question for you.
Yeah, player you have, Coach. Jeffrey Simmons is coming off like one of a historic year. It feels like he was kind of the bright spot of the Titans. Have you talked to him? Is he kind of the guy you've gone to establish your culture? And what do you kind of expect out of him going forward with Tennessee?
No, we've had a chance to visit. Looking forward to him showing up in April and really getting to know him, really getting to know the rest of the group. But Jeffrey is as good as anybody in football, and we're looking forward to doing everything we can to help him find another level. And I feel like our system is tailor-made for his skill set, and what's important right now is to surround him with some guys who can get to the quarterback and help him out, and to try to create one-on-ones. And if we can do that, I think whatever he did last year is going to be a blip.
Sure.
He's the guy that Vrabel said he didn't want to fight, right?
Bingo, yeah.
Yeah, Vrabel said he fight everybody on the team but him.
Yep.
I think that was kind of the
verbatim.
Coach said he would even fight Simmons.
Yeah. I mean, just looking at your silhouette over there, it's gonna be hard for me to pick you against pick anybody against you. Yeah, that was a crazy thing that just happened there. Go ahead, Tone. Were you intimidated when he walked in, Mike? When he walks in?
He's a Boston guy. He's from Everett. He's
I did hear that.
Yeah, he's not intimidated by anybody except Whitey Bulger. Is that okay?
There was a saw in there.
Yeah, there was a couple. Yeah, a little Southie shit.
He dropped into it.
We stayed out of South when we were younger, but yeah.
Smart.
Mike, I did have a question to you because they say, positions of need for you could be wide receiver or edge, and they also say that is where this draft is best at. Do you agree with that? And is it way too early in the process to have an idea of what position you're going to go with?
We've gone through like the phase one of setting the board here before the combine, so you can see, it's the initial grades. You're not going to make a ton of changes here after the combine, but yeah, there is value there at both spots. For sure. But now you go through this next phase here of gathering all this information. You get the medical character. Now you have to go through with the coaches now and sit down and get their take on these players. And it's important you have the same vision for them, too. So that's what's going to go on here for the next 2 months as we get through it. But there's certainly, value at those positions as well. And there's values at some other positions too up there too. But certainly those two spots.
You said, I think last year, you don't pass on a generational talent. Do you remember that? Was that you that said that, I think? I'm trying to remember.
Talking about Cam Ward.
Yeah, but no, we didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't know who you were talking about.
Yeah.
Is that just, were you playing cards there? Like, you just don't pass on generational talent. And then you walk off, and you're like, well, that should fuck everybody up. Is that what, because you did. I remember it was like a 2-month period after you said that where it was like,
we're like,
the Paisan from Boston said something about a generational talent, and then people were like, is Cam Ward?
We're like Abdul Carter's really good too.
Abdul Carter,
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter was the whole thing.
generational. Yeah.
Yeah. So were you playing? You were playing to get just now. You can come clear with us so we know whether or not we should believe the shit you're saying whenever you talk to it. Was that? Did you know what you were doing at that point whenever you said that?
No, I mean there's so much shit that's thrown out there.
Yes,
it is wild.
It is
constantly.
Yeah.
You said that though, and not only our show. I mean, every show is like, what does that mean?
Talking about.
So, wide receiver and a DB first time ever?
That
feels generational. Abdul Carter got played through a separated shoulder. He's seemingly unblocked. Oh, Cam Ward, though, definitely a talent. Could be. We were just trying to pick your brain.
Coach, you cliche answer or question people give you like, hey, what kind of we turn the tape on? What kind of team are we going to see when we watch the Tennessee Titans? Every coach says, I want a tough physical team that balls to the wall effort. But I guess what is going to be your message to the team when in a couple of months when they do all come back for off-season workouts?
Overall, I think when to a player, and obviously you played at a high level for a long time, like your silent tape is you. It is your resume, and what do you want that silent tape to represent? And for us, it's being fast, it's being violent, and how you get to that. Obviously, it's not just picking guys who are fast and violent. There's a team aspect to it in terms of how we teach and how we get information to our guys. But you talk about our style of play and what we want to be known for, and when people are watching and they can't hear anything, and you've got an opponent watching your tape in a dark room by himself with no sound, what are you telling them? We want that thing to scream speed and violence. So.
You wanted the bald eagle flying.
Uh-huh.
And the crow comes. And the crow.
Good old crow and the eagle.
That was my first time hearing it. That was my first time hearing it. I thought it was good. Have you thought about what you're going to do here for Tennessee for first team meeting? Have you?
You know what? I'm still working through that.
Do you want us to brainstorm for you, or
You guys can.
It's Nashville.
Yeah.
Toby Keith. I think you go right to Toby Keith.
Rest in
Tim
peace.
McGraw. Like, who do you want to be? You want to be a Toby, or do you want to be someone who isn't Toby Keith?
I think there's something to think about. Tootsie's been around a long time.
Sure.
Not South Florida one, the Nashville one. Two different,
team bonding.
very different places. Maybe Broadway. Talk about
Sure.
Broadway.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of hit. I mean,
You go to Big Loud.
we got so many ideas. We got so many ideas.
Wait, is the new stadium this season or next season?
Next.
27. No.
So you guys are still in the same stadium this year, and then moving in the next one.
Yeah.
It
We
looks
saw
nice.
the
Looks really nice.
One of the only stadiums that's going to be a rectangle, not
I believe it has a
circle.
100-yard bar as well, which intrigues me. Something to think about.
It's
Yeah,
incredible.
That's
How
gonna
many
be exciting,
bartenders?
So you got $100 million in cap space. Okay,
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yep.
You got a brand new stadium coming. You got the city of Nashville, which probably 10 cranes up right now, building in there.
Yeah.
And you got Robert Saleh as your head coach,
And
and
you got the
Cam Ward as your quarterback.
Yeah.
Pretty optimistic times for the Tennessee Titans, I would say.
Yeah. No, it's exciting. You know.
Brand new logo too. The Fanatics kind of forced you guys
Made
to
it bald. Yep.
I heard about it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So there's a lot of magical times down there.
Dayball's there. We would love.
Dayball loved you and Dayball when you guys were both in New York. Did you text each other and say this sucks? Is that how you guys?
A lot of empathy between me and Dayball, just having a lot of conversations and being able to practice together. But I love Dave's, man. Got to know him. Like I've said it before. Like when I was a coordinator, when we were both coordinators, and I was like, I always thought he was an asshole. Just a jerk. You go say hello to him, he won't say hi. He just kind of brushes you by. And my first interaction with him was when he was a first-year head coach, and we were at the owners' meeting. I was like, man, this guy's pretty freaking cool. And we just, we start having conversations. But he's awesome. He's a great teammate. Excited to have him.
When you are looking for that particular, when Dayball pops up, it's like who's good for Cam, who's good for the Titans. How do you kind of, in Dayball both, I guess, is kind of how you view that. Kind of feels like a home run hire at that perspective.
Yeah, there was for this team. I won't talk about the process too much, but for this team, I felt like Dayball 100% for what this quarterback needs and what his strengths are. I felt like Dayball would be a really good fit for him. His temperament, the way he teaches, his history of young quarterbacks, being in the college game. More recently than me, for that matter, but winning a national championship at Alabama. But Dave's is perfect for this situation.
I think he's a chain cigar smoker,
Yes.
which I didn't even know you could do. Once again,
Yeah.
dog. Tone has the last question for you, boys.
Yeah, Mike, I did. You were at KC for so long. What was it, like 15 something?
16.
16 years.
Yeah.
What is the one thing that you wanted to take from, obviously, an organization that won all those championships over to Tennessee?
Yeah, that's a great question. The one thing it started at the top with Andy and the way he created that culture there, and you could feel it from day one when he got in there. That there was no division, right? The coaches are going to work together, the scouts are going to work together, and bring in the right type of people, and that's how you build a culture. You got to get talented coaches, players, scouts, but you got to get the right type of people that work together, and that's like the biggest thing I took. Sometimes we make things harder than they really are.
Yeah.
And if you find a bunch of good people that work together that are smart, you can accomplish some pretty cool things.
With a good attitude.
With a good attitude.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. You get a bunch of people around each other that hate each other, you're not going to do it. But if you got a bunch of people that like each other, it feels like they're going to go further together. Seems like everything you guys are about, we like. So we are hoping for your success, except for 2 games a year. What do? You a Peloton guy? You still lifting weights?
Peloton, little lifting.
Little
bit
lifting.
both.
Bike Peloton or
Bike.
Okay, so you're
I'm hauling ass.
every day.
I got to get back into a rhythm.
Oh, you're fat.
But I've gone about 107 weeks doing at least one ride.
You're an animal.
It's a hell of a
What's the
deal.
lifting? We're just doing show lifting.
It's show lifting. There's nothing functional about this.
Let's say you and Dan Campbell, okay? 2 gorillas see each other, okay? And you guys actually decide, just without saying anything, fuck it, let's see.
Let's throw it down.
Let's see who this is, okay? Right now, you're saying your muscle is not ready to pick up and explode if have to.
You know what? When I look at a guy like Dan, this is the best way I can explain it. I was a D2 athlete. He was a professional athlete. He's just built different, bud.
No, you are built different. You are built different. And
respect.
I have massive respect for the 107 weeks, at least one ride on Peloton. I assume that's some sort of record. They should give you like a coin or something.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're now a head coach again in the NFL, obviously we're pumped for you, proud for you. There's only 32 of those jobs, dude. Excited to see what you do down there in Nashville. Can you throw?
I'll give it a shot.
So you know what I'm asking right now.
Yeah, I know what you're asking.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Here you go, Coach.
Okay, here we go, Coach. Okay, this will be for a Nashville charity. All right. I don't know if this thing.
He's too tall for that thing.
I need to get on this side.
Jeez. Careful now, Coach.
Hold on, Coach. I'm getting on the high side here. How old are you?
47.
What?
Okay, what are you? I'm Irish German.
What are you?
Just so I get it accurate.
Lebanese.
Okay, great food, right? The Lebanese.
The best food. by
Well,
Okay.
The Italians are going to be pissed off.
Mike?
I mean, you got a couple of
You're a bit of
Italians.
the North
far. I
End.
got to have you in my mind.
Exactly.
It'll be all-
Okay, so we got a little Lebanese food versus Italian food, a little battle down there in Nashville. I love everything about it.
Like USA versus Canada hockey.
46 years old, jacked. Robert Saleh, defensive coordinator, now head coach for the Tennessee Titans, trying to win $100,000 for a charity of your choosing. Are you ready, Robert?
Let's do it.
Good luck, sir. Defensive coordinator.
Is he throwing?
D2, he said.
Holy shit!
D2 athlete.
That was the worst throw we've had.
He said D2.
Bob.
Is he throwing balls to guys in practice?
Okay, it was slippy. It was slippy. A little slippy there.
Money.
Okay.
top
Hold
should be
on.
okay.
This is the low one. Low was the worst one we've seen. High, best spiral we've seen. So now the third one, if we're just able to put it in between there, if we're able to put it in the hole, 100,000. Oh! The big Lebanese man. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the head coach and the general manager of the Tennessee Titans, Robert Saleh and Borgonzi.
Yeah, boys.
That was a hell of a throw. Hey, after that first one, I thought you had no shot.
Good luck, Coach. Good luck, Mike.
What a throw. All right. Good work, Cito. Hey!